Ooh, how about this? Make shoes out of the cake, lemon loafers. Welcome to What the Fuck Are You Talking About? With me, Ryan.
And Emma.
And Gabby.
Yay!
The premise of this show is that we're going to go onto classic Reddit website, Am I the Asshole? And judge the people there who are coming to the internet looking for advice on the things that they have done to see whether or not they were in the wrong. Spoiler alert, they usually are, because they're the type of person who, after an intricate or difficult social situation, goes to Reddit to ask random strangers if they're in the wrong, as opposed to, like, sorting out the problem. Gabby, why don't you bloody take us through our first submission here?
Alright.
Court is in session.
Am I the asshole for pooping in my ex-wife's toilet without her permission?
Oh my god!
There's a lot of layers to unpack right off the back there.
Yep. Let's get into it.
I'm sorry, I need to... English student, let's go. So, am I the asshole for pooping in my ex-wife's toilet without her permission?
Yes.
I need to know.
I can't
I need
understand.
to know.
Right off the bat, I can't understand how he would be, because the implication, I think, is that, what, he's over at her place? You don't need permission to use someone's bathroom.
But did he break into her house
Okay.
or something? That's usually how these things go, and then they're like, edit, yeah, I was breaking and entering.
Well,
Yeah,
let's get
it's
into
fine.
it.
Another big red flag we've got here is that there's an edit that's longer than the actual post.
That is a classic problem.
What's
Yeah.
the username?
It's a throwaway
Throwaway.
First line is throwaway account because it's kind of embarrassing. Yeah, I'd say so. I, 29 male, went to my ex-wife's 28 female to pick up our son, 7 male. While I was there, I really needed to poop, so I decided that it couldn't hurt to use her toilet before I left. She was in the other room. I did my business, flushed, washed my hands, and even sprayed a little air freshener.
Oh.
Great house guest.
Wow.
But when I walked out, my ex-wife was just staring at me. I waved to her and walked over to my son. Then she started yelling. I didn't agree to that stupid custody agreement so that you could come to my house and take a dump whenever you wanted. I just let her yell, because trying to argue wouldn't do anything. After she stopped yelling at me, I took my son and left. I thought this whole situation was ridiculous, but I'm concerned that my wife, not your wife,
Yeah.
Yeah, ooh, Freudian slip.
might be right. When I returned later after an otherwise nice afternoon with my son, in parentheses, went to see a movie and went bowling. My ex-wife refused to talk to me, making me feel like this is a whole lot worse than I thought it was. Am I the asshole for using my ex-wife's toilet without her permission?
No?
I would say no.
The
I
custody agreement doesn't bear on the toilet, I think.
And I think it's him picking up his kid
Right.
to go take him out. I think it's totally fine to be like, oh, I'm gonna go pop to the bathroom really quick and then we'll go. It's just a bathroom, quite frankly. Maybe, yeah, it would have been more polite to ask.
I get. Well, but part of it, I guess, is clearly they are on horrible terms.
And that's
Yes.
what I want to know is what the nature of their relationship is
Yes.
prior to this. Like, did he cheat on her and then he's coming over and, like, shitting everywhere?
Yeah.
It's a weird thing to take immediate issue with, though. Especially when, again, he didn't show up at our house unannounced and take a shit. He was there to pick up their kid.
Picking up their kid to take him out on a
nice day.
Yeah,
They
it
went to
sounds
a
lovely.
movie.
They went bowling!
Check. When was this posted? What do you think? What did they see?
5 days ago.
5 days ago? Think those MFers were seeing
Minions Rise of Gru.
Oh, they were absolutely seeing
He's 7 years old, right? That's a guaranteed Minions Rise of Gru.
They were absolutely dressed in full suits seeing Minions Rise of Gru.
Okay, honestly, if they were dressed in full suits, YTA, you're the asshole for sure.
I mean, I agree with that, but we'll never know.
All right, so give us the edit then.
Can we comment and say, did you go see Minions Rise of Gru?
Info?
Info needed. Okay, edit. I talked to a few buddies about this tonight, and they all seemed to agree my wife was in the wrong. Most of their wives and girlfriends also agreed with them. Here's some further context I forgot to include in my previous version. My wife opened the door for me while on the phone, gave me the 1-second hand signal, and walked into a different room. She then walked up the stairs, leaving me with my son. This means I couldn't really have asked her about the bathroom, as she was trying to settle taxes or something on the phone.
Taxes.
Yeah, like what?
Is that
I
just
love when
every adult on the phone is doing taxes?
I love when the tax people call me about my taxes.
Tax man, Colin?
Tax time for tax.
Also, I really did have to go, and my wife is notorious for yelling at me when I show up even a little late for custody exchanges.
Notorious.
Everyone knows about it.
Oh my god, no.
Can we talk about this custody exchange for a second? He gets him for an afternoon once a week. Who's this guy's lawyer?
John Ralphio?
Oh my god. Yeah, so this means I was very nervous about showing up on time, and I did not want to stop at a gas station. I understand that I should have probably gone about this differently, and I might still be the asshole, but what do you all think? That did not change my opinion at all.
That also did not change my opinion.
It actually
I was expecting, like, with the edit, I was expecting something that he dropped. That didn't change my opinion.
For some reason, I'm now trending towards everybody sucks here, but only because this is a non-story, and I'm mad at him for posting.
Oh no! This is where it gets crazy.
Oh.
He was voted the asshole.
Right.
He was voted the asshole! I need to see what people
sorry.
are saying that this guy's an asshole. Yeah, here's the thing. It could be a not the asshole, or even an everyone sucks here if it's like, oh, you should have asked her something, but she shouldn't have taken such an issue. I don't see any scenario where it's yes, the asshole.
I gotta see some comments on this. Let's speak to the jury.
Top comment. You're the asshole. You were not in her house as a guest. You were there to pick up your son. That means you need to ask her permission to use the facilities. Her house is not your house. And the first reply to that is, he says in the comments she told him to ask before, so extra, you're the asshole.
Her house, her rules.
Oh my god, it's a her house, her rules situation. Literally, I don't care.
I think that it really comes down to a personal philosophy, which is, are you a my house, my rules person, or are you like, yeah, a person can satisfy their base needs, and I'm not gonna restrict them.
The father of my child,
Right.
who's
Yeah.
about to take them out on a really fun afternoon, have a good time. They're going bowling. They're seeing Minions: Rise of Gru in full suits.
Full suits.
Um,
That's canon, by the way.
That's
Yeah.
canon. It's happening. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm like, it's not just a rando.
The jury going after him, swaying me back. I'm thinking not the asshole.
I'm thinking not the asshole.
There's like not even a single not the asshole comment.
What?
Are
the-
you serious?
None.
Are they all the same? Just your house, your rules?
We were all in agreement on not the asshole. Are
I
you
know.
serious?
You're the asshole. Putting aside the fact that she's your ex, you ask people if you need to use their bathroom, especially when you're really not welcomed. You're the asshole. After we divorce, we deserve to never have to smell your bowel movements again.
There's a lot of
That
upset divorcees in this comment section, I think.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of. I think this has really touched a nerve with a lot of the Reddit online community.
All right. Well, what do you guys think? Should we cast judgment?
Yeah,
I'm casting judgment on not the asshole.
not the asshole.
Not the asshole. Case closed.
Case
Yeah.
closed.
Am I the asshole for refusing to wear protection at a family get-together?
Okay, what?
So-
whoa.
Confirmed? Wait, let me try that again in case I have to cut. Confirmed?
Okay, here's
So-
the thing about the word protection.
Yep.
It could mean like he didn't want to wear sunscreen, or it could be
No.
like I was
It has
like,
got to mean a face mask, right?
oh, I didn't even think of face mask.
gotta be.
My mind immediately went to condom.
Yes, mine as well.
Yes.
To start with.
And then I was thinking like water wings. Like
Water-
maybe they're swimming.
Water. He needs a floaty.
Not all of us can swim, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. See update on my profile. I
Imagine
will
not being able to swim, by the way.
I'm gonna fucking waterboard you.
I'll be fine. I can swim.
Okay. Oh, this is like too long.
I'm like a salmon. I'll just swim up the
No, I
waterboard.
need to know now.
Yeah.
You've committed.
Give it to us.
I'm afraid.
Alright. It starts with see update on my profile. I will not.
Yeah. You can't file an addendum to the case before the trial's even started.
No. Also, double jeopardy. You're asshole or you're not.
No, because that would be... That's not how that works.
He's admitting new evidence.
Double jeopardy, you would go to appeals if you have new evidence.
Okay.
Ryan studied.
No
the
one
way
on
else
What the
that.
Fuck Are You Talking About is a lawyer. This is not legal advice. This is just entertainment purposes only.
Entertainment.
Shut up. I'm not,
Entertainment.
not a lawyer.
Okay.
Pilo-philos.
Don't ever file on my pilo again. I swear to God.
Okay. My 18F family gets together every summer in my grandparents' cottage. It's a really big house that can accommodate all/most of the family. This summer has been the first time doing the get-together since COVID, and everyone has made a huge effort to come as it's a very important tradition. It's my parents' generation, with some as young as their early 30s, and then their kids, ages 1 to 8, and finally, me and my younger cousin, 18F, in the middle, who I don't get along with as she's a bit of a brat / mean towards me.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Like, yeah, she's 15.
She's
like,
15
that's-
Yeah.
and you're 18?
Yeah.
You can't be letting a 15-year-old tilt you.
It's a 15-year-old girl. Like, I was also once a 15-year-old girl. We all kind of suck.
Yeah.
Like,
Girl, this was you 3 years ago.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
Just get your phone, install Project Runway on it or whatever.
Hey, what are you trying to say about Project Runway right now?
Project Makeover.
Project Makeover is an app
I'm
that
talking
I
about.
play.
It's Candy Crush,
It's
but
Candy
shoes.
Crush?
Oh, I've never seen that. I thought you were about to insult the
Oh.
masterpiece that is Project Runway, and I had a Project Runway themed birthday party for my 13th birthday, and
That's incredible.
I was about to fight you, quite honestly.
It's hard
Designers, make it work.
All right, well let's
Anyways.
I usually don't mind playing babysitter, but this time I was asked to too much, and I'm afraid refusing it might create permanent damage to my relationship with my family. I disagree, but this is also a child.
Yeah,
so.
and that's tough.
Most of children are at that age where they are potty training or still wetting the bed. This runs in my family quite a lot. Okay.
Bedwetting?
Yeah.
Huh.
Red flag.
Wait, sorry, and also at the age of 15? They're talking about...
Are these the 1 to 8 year olds?
The 1 to 8 year olds.
Oh, okay. I thought he was talking about the 15-year-old. And at this age, everyone's wet in the bed. And I'm like, what were you doing at 15?
Are they also torturing animals and starting fires?
Yeah, no. We're hitting those, like the McDonald triad.
Oh, McDonald?
No.
He had a farm.
E-I-E-I-O.
Amazing.
Anyway, oh my god, okay, I got to what the protection is.
All right, well, oh God.
Okay.
Some of the older kids were refusing to put on their nighttime underwear because they were embarrassed to do it with their cousins there. Not all of them wet the bed. So my grandmother decided that to avoid any embarrassment for the children, they would all wear protection for a few days, and then they would be able to stop wearing it if they did not wet the bed.
Okay.
This was all well and good until my cousin, 15, who sleeps with the children, she is still considered one, was asked to wear the protection too to set a good example for the children.
A 15-year-old?
Yes.
Oof.
I did not see anything especially wrong with this. My family has a very strong division between adults and children, and being 18 years old, I was excited to be part of the adults club, and thought that obviously any rules applied to all children would apply to my cousin.
This is a weird family.
This is a weird family because I'm also from a big family on one side who we all, go to my grandparents' house and stuff. I am 23 years old and I am still one of the children.
Yes.
My cousin only moved to the adult side because she got married, and it's kind of weird to put, I'm
She and
like,
her husband in the nursery? That's a little weird.
well, to be fair,
Wearing
they
their
do still stay in the bunk room with all of us because that's where they have to
Right.
to stay, and like now they've got their kids and stuff, But I'm at 23 years old. I am still at the kids' table with all my cousins. That kind of stuff. Just because you're 18 does not.
No.
You are not any different.
Although, honestly, that's the part of the story I have the least issue with.
There's a lot.
Let's keep it rolling then.
Okay. She, however, did not like having to wear protection for bedwetting and thought she was too old for that. My grandmother reminded her that I had wet the bed until I was 16, so she is not too old.
Info? Too much?
She argued that if she, who had not wet the bed in over 10 years, had to wear the protective underwear, then so should I, because I only stopped bedwetting a couple of years ago, last time I was there, and it would make her feel better. So now my grandmother is insisting that I wear the pull-ups for a few days with the children, but I refused because I think it's going to crush my chances at having an adult summer free of all the children's rules, and having been a bedwetter, it's really humiliating to go back to pull-ups.
Yes, the second reason is
The second
fair.
reason-
The first one is, what are you talking about?
You're 18 again.
You can't make an 18-year-old wear pull-ups.
No.
I'm a big kid now.
And then,
But to be fair, I also see the 15-year-old's point where she's like, this dude was wet in the bed 2 years ago. I've not wet the bed in 10 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why am I the one who has to wear them?
You also
Yes.
can't make a 15-year-old wear pull-ups. I
think you can't, yes.
YTA to the grandmother?
yeah, and that's the thing of the kids being like, well, if we don't all have to do it.
You
It's
can't
like
you can't let an
sometimes-
8-year-old dictate the rules.
Yes, I think that, yeah.
It's a good lesson to like introduce kids to that sometimes you have to do things that other people don't have to, and you just kind of have to deal with it.
Yeah.
We're not all going to wear pull-ups to accommodate
To make-
the fucking 4-year-old.
To make you feel more comfortable.
Right.
Stop pissing, maybe. I don't know.
Go piss, girl. Wait, why are all of our ones today about just...
It's a lot of defecation.
It's a lot of...
Look, I did not know the turn that this would take. She said that a mature adult would do the right thing and wear them, and that I might need them
No.
anyway.
I'm sorry. My grandmother said the mature adult would wear the diaper.
You wear the diaper, Grandma. I think they all have to wear it.
I agree.
Honestly, yeah. Fucking put the grandma in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My grandma wore diapers in grandmother age.
Yeah.
The old people have to do it too. Grandma, you set the example.
Yep.
You put on the pull-ups.
Yup.
Be a mature adult. She at least kept this between me and my cousin for the moment. After a long time, she said that either I followed the rules to her house or left. We're getting to my house, my rules.
My house, my rules!
And that she would be letting everyone know why I had left.
Ryan's dying, for those who can't
I'm
see.
losing my mind.
I feel like letting her win would only encourage my cousin's behavior. Why are we on the cousin still?
Yeah.
This is so convoluted, and it doesn't have to be.
We got to get to the end because I got to know what the comments are.
I also,
Okay,
yeah.
um,
Also, this man has a whole ass update on his account.
Oh, no, we will not be reading. I feel like letting her win will only encourage my cousin's behavior and tell my grandmother I am still a child. But if I leave this important event, I might create strain with my family.
You
So,
are still a child.
Am I the asshole for refusing and making things very difficult for everyone?
Right off the bat, I kind of disagree with your take, Emma. You're 18. You are in many ways a child, but in many ways it's also wildly inappropriate for someone to try to
Yes.
make you wear a diaper.
I agree with that. I think at 18 years old, you cannot be forced to wear a diaper, but this man is...
In a court of law, this individual is an adult.
Girl.
Yes, in a
Yeah.
court of law, this person's an adult. In terms of something about the amount of times that they're like, I want to have an adult summer. I'm not a child anymore. And I'm like, you are still a child. That does not mean someone can force you to wear diapers.
Right.
But
Yes.
you like, in terms of your family and like having to like hang out with the kids still, deal with that. Yeah, you should not be forced to wear diapers. But I don't even know who the asshole would be.
No, she did an edit with just like a one-line thing that I really like. Comments have made me see that it's very wrong to do it to my cousin too, and I should side with her united.
Let's go.
And I
Love
like that.
Love
Girls
that.
support girls. The verdict is everyone sucks.
I'm-
And I agree.
Let's take a look in the comments.
I also at this moment agree with everyone sucks. Including the 8-year-old child who's saying that they like
Yeah,
not
honestly,
to
yeah.
like be mean to a kid on Maine, but I'm like
Quick
like, you
sidebar
gotta-
for the 8-year-old, asshole probation.
Yes, you're on thin ice. All of the comments are just like, what the fuck? There's
What
not
the fuck
even-
are you talking about?
Hey, that's the name of the show.
Oh, we need to give a little buzzer.
Yeah, we can do that. I think we should probably buy a gavel before we buy a buzzer.
I want a full soundboard.
We can talk about it.
Oh my god, you want like Sam's remote in iCarly? Random dancing.
That would be good for an all-audio show, is we just do a random dancing segment.
I love it.
That would be strong.
Because then whoever is listening has to stop what they're doing and dance.
That's
and
fair.
if they don't, then they know what's coming for them.
I'm looking at you, Dad. You best be posting on your B-reel little dance energy. Don't full name my dad.
Okay, you can cut it out. You can cut it out.
Just doxed him. No, literally every single comment is just either this has to be fake or you're all insane.
I honestly, like, so many words for so little information. I don't even...
That's true. Info, what are you talking about?
There was so many sentences for just nothing.
I'm still confused,
It said
yeah.
nothing.
I think we gotta just wrap up the judgment on this one.
Just everyone
Hot and
sucks.
heavy. I'm gonna go with everyone's insane here.
Everyone's...
Except for the 15-year-old?
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. I'd say the 15-year-old is the only one who, like, has had valid points the whole time.
Everyone's insane here. Case closed.
I'm glad that they sided together in the end. That is good.
No, I
That's
thought that
what
was
should have happened.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Especially because in the earlier thing, she's like, yeah, my 15-year-old cousin who kind of sucks and is a brat and I hate her.
Little bitch.
Like...
my 15-year-old cousin who is 15.
Okay, this is a good one. Am I the asshole for not tattooing my stepson's name on my arm with my kids' names?
I do love a little bit. I feel like there's a whole subsection of step parents, children's stuff, and it always is a little...
It's always a little unhinged.
It always gets... There's something that goes on with them. It's a strange subsection.
I, 36 male,
36-year-old man.
and my wife, 35 female.
Okay.
I have 2 kids from my first marriage, 9 male and 7 female. I have been married to my wife for 4 years. We have a 1-year-old female daughter. She has an 8-year-old male son from her first marriage. The kids live all with us. So we'll recap. Husband and wife. He's got 2 kids from her first marriage, 9 and 7. She's got a kid from her first marriage, 8, and then they have a 1-year-old daughter together.
Okay.
Yep.
And so that's 4 kids and the two parents.
Yeah.
They all live together.
It's a yours, mine, and ours situation.
Right.
I kind of love that. Anyways.
I have the names of my 2 oldest kids tattooed on my arm. And I just recently added the name of my youngest daughter. My wife and I were talking about the tattoo, and she asked me if I'll tattoo my stepson's name in the same round as our daughter's. I told her I have no intention of tattooing his name. She was shocked and asked why. I said I only have the names of my children tattooed.
Oh
no.
She said I am excluding her son, and he is part of the family too. I refused to tattoo his name and proceeded to only tattoo my daughter's name. Wife called me all sorts of things. Am I the asshole?
Good, honestly.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad we're pretty united on that.
Yes, he is the asshole.
For sure.
For sure. Especially because here's the thing, it's not like it's like a 22-year-old stepson where like you don't know them as well or like something
Sure.
like that. They don't live with you. I still think even then it's it gets a little bit spicy, but this kid is very, very much a part of the family. He's got the 9 and 7 kids and
They've been married for 4 years. He's known the kid since he was 4.
yeah, he is. I mean, obviously we don't know what happened to the kid's dad if it was like a divorce or something like that. But
The son's dad is not involved at all.
So this is this kid's dad.
Yeah.
This is the only dad that he has ever had. And there's no real information about why he refused. He's just like, I only want my kid.
That is such a... I wish I had a big-ass red flag to just wave around right now.
I only have the names of my children tattooed. Yeah, bud, that's how he's gonna see it. He's gonna be like, oh, I guess you don't consider me your child.
Yeah, and then he's gonna be like, oh, like, why does this kid hate me? Or like, why does this kid not want to be a part of the family?
Oh, yeah.
That's horrible.
It's pretty bad.
This is horrible.
I'm gonna check the profile to see if there's any updates on this. Okay, he says in a comment here, so someone asks info, are you planning to adopt this child? He says his father still has parental rights and doesn't plan on giving them away, so I can't adopt him. If I did adopt him, I would tattoo the name, yes. That makes it worse to me.
No, that makes it worse, because then it's...
This is legalist father.
Yeah. This kid's... I don't care if it's legal or not. You've married this woman. This kid's living with you. The other father, like, isn't involved at all. You gotta...
step up.
Yeah. You're this kid's dad, and if you did not want to be this kid's dad, you should not have married your wife.
No.
You knew she had kids. You knew she had a son.
Poll is, shockingly, 46% you're the asshole.
Only 46?
43% not the asshole.
Whoa. Okay, I need to read some of these comments,
so-
because I'm about to roast these people.
The top comments, we can give our judgment now.
I think we are pretty unanimous. Not to like shit on anyone else, I think we're all right. I do not think there's any nuance in this situation. I think it is a strong you're the asshole.
We'll hear from the jury. The top comments are all you're the asshole.
Good.
I
don't want to hear your arm, your rules.
Your
arm, your rules!
Okay. So our
I
first...
took a shit in my stepson's toilet. Am I the asshole? And then I refused to get his name tattooed?
So the first few were all you're the asshole. Our first one that's not is no assholes here on the tattoo part. You have every right to decide what names to or not to have permanently tattooed on your body.
Your body, your rules.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, your body, your choice. I do stand with that. I'm gonna just point that out, except this is... Yeah, anyways.
It's interesting that this person has put no assholes here because they follow it up with, your wife can definitely be upset with you over this. You're now a dad to 4 children. Just because you don't share DNA with one of them doesn't mean that you're any less of a dad to him.
Yes. Which I fully agree with that statement, but why is this person saying no assholes here if they're pointing that out? He is the father to 4 children.
Not the asshole. Your bio kids will always be your bio kids no matter what, and if you and this woman ever end up separating, he is no longer your stepson, and you'll just have some random kid's name tattooed on your arm forever. Everyone's saying you're the asshole is an idiot.
This woman.
Are you...
You mean his wife? And
his
the
wife, yes.
His child, his children.
Even if they do separate, they now have a child together.
Jesus Christ.
Who is siblings with this son and all this stuff.
So that take from this user was just a ridiculous take. So I went into this person's post history.
Oh, I love a deep dive.
This person is... We might have to cut some of this.
Oh, I want
So,
fine.
post. I often fantasize about a world with no people and how much better of a world it would be.
Okay.
308, you're the asshole.
Yep.
Case closed. Going back to the other one. That was a sidebar?
Yeah.
Side judgment.
Yeah.
We're done.
Like,
why get married? And then the people who are like, oh, you're gonna then have some random kid's name on your arm. You married this woman. Most people, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, get married and don't go into it assuming they're gonna get divorced.
and it's also just,
You
it
shouldn't
seems
be.
like
Yeah.
he is the only father this kid has ever known.
Yeah.
Because they've been married 4 years. Presumably they were together for a while before that.
Yeah.
They said the dad is not in the picture. He should be in this kid's life in some capacity for the rest of his life, even if he splits with his wife.
And that's what's so brain dead about the take from that other user. You can't go into a marriage and be like, well, this might not work out. Look, it might, but
Especially
also
when there's a...
it's definitely not going to. Yeah, if
And
you're
also
if you're
you-
going in with that attitude.
You really can't go in and be like, oh, the kid's like not as important because I'm only married. No, I'm this kid's father now.
Yeah,
That's,
you have
gotta.
to. You have to.
Yeah.
You gotta.
They have a kid together.
Especially when it's, a 4-year-old kid. And yeah, exactly. This child, whether or not you see it as your own, it is now your kid's sibling.
Yeah, and they're gonna be in your life regardless. You have a baby together. Like,
Yeah.
that's so much bigger of a commitment than a little ink on your arm. We can move on. I
Yeah.
know this is like...
I know. I feel unhinged and mad about that one.
No,
I don't
I'm
know.
fuming.
I don't know what has made that so much in my mind, but I hate it. I hate that man.
Am I the asshole for not tattooing my stepson's name on my arm with my kids' names? Yes.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
Case closed. So I've got a new one prepped here. It's very silly, and I think a lighthearted one is a good idea after that insanity.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for pretending a movie trilogy is a TV series to my girlfriend who hates movies? So this is already pretty weird.
This is already pretty weird, but also I kind of get it because it's like there's that meme going around right now that it's like, hey, do you want to watch a 7-hour movie? And it's like, oh no, of course I don't. But oh, do you want to binge 7-hour-long episodes? And it's like, yeah, let's go, let's get into it.
So true, bestie.
So bestie, it's so true.
No, okay. From the
I hate
title,
myself.
this seems like an innocent white lie that hurts no one.
It seems like it's just a bit like, why'd you do it? But yeah.
It pretty much is. Would you like to hear the story?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And also, is the trilogy the Twilight trilogy? No, the
That's not really sci-fi.
No, they have
Oh, you
4
didn't know that
fucking
it was
books.
sci-fi.
I forgot about that. It's a saga.
Okay. It is a saga. So my girlfriend hates movies for some reason, but really loves to binge TV shows like crazy. This is exactly what you're saying.
Which I relate to. I get it.
She's a big fan of sci-fi and even time travel.
And even
travel.
time travel.
Wait, guys, stop the recording. She's even into time travel?
Yup.
I've never met anyone who. Holy. Okay. Anyways, this is incredible.
Like Doctor Who, for example. Big fan. That's nice. I like how conversational this is.
Good for her. I'm happy for her.
However, apparently, she never heard of Back to the Future. I've tried to watch Looper with her. That's a non sequitur. But she immediately dismissed it because it's a movie.
A looper?
Looper's a movie.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
It's good.
I guess I'm not into time travel.
Not into time travel? Do you even sci-fi?
Yeah.
So since I'm a big Back to the Future fan, I told her it's a TV series when it came up. I've got the trilogy digitally and spent all night trimming it down to 40-minute snippets with as reasonable points to cut at, like just after the first travel back, etc. I overlaid to be continued and added credits at the end. She's used to Netflix skipping the intro to shows, so I didn't bother with adding that. The credits were cut short as well. Incredible.
This is very cute.
We binged the entire thing in a day, and she absolutely loved it. Although she complained about some of the episodes because they felt off. Yeah, I wonder why. Anyways, I told her afterwards why it felt off, because it's actually 3 movies and not a TV. They binged all 3 movies?
That's so many episodes of TV.
Okay, so wait, let's run it through. That was 6 hours. It's like each movie's like 2 hours, so it's 6 hours of movie, 40-minute episodes each. That's like, that's actually like a season of TV.
Quick maths, bro.
I told her why it fell off because it was actually 3 movies and not a TV show, but I'm glad she liked it regardless. She wasn't having it. After calling me a liar and an asshole for betraying her like that, she stormed off to go home instead of staying the night as we have planned. I mean, yeah, I kind of did lie to her, sure, but personally, I really don't see it that bad. So, am I the asshole?
I think it's cute that he was like, this is a thing you will like, and I want you to watch and enjoy it, so I'm going to make it more digestible for you so that you can experience this thing. But it's kind of weird.
It's a little weird.
I agree. I don't know how I feel because I feel the exact same way as you. I'm like, oh, he was like, here's this piece of content. She is going to love it because, as we know, she's really into time travel, guys. She's gonna love it, you know, but she doesn't like movies. I'm gonna turn it into a TV show for her.
He added credits and to be continued. Like, he did editing.
Yeah, like this was like a big undertaking. He edited Back to the Future so that it would be in a content form that she would want to see, which is really cute and shows a lot of thoughtfulness. But at the same time, it's a little weird, and also, quite frankly, the girlfriend is a little bit childish for just straight up refusing any movie ever.
It does seem like there's a fundamental problem in the relationship where he's like, this is a movie that's important to me because I'm a big fan of it. I know you're going to like it. And she's just like, no.
Yes,
yeah,
it's not
I
happening.
agree.
However, we're not here to hold court on their relationship. We're here to hold court on this specific situation. Is he the asshole, guys? What do you think?
God, I love judging people's relationships on the internet.
It's so fun.
I kind of think you shouldn't be lying, but you're not the asshole. That implies a level of severity that I don't think fits what has happened.
Yeah, I think I'm just trying to think of, Ryan, if like you and I were in this situation.
Right.
And you had a movie that you were wanting to see, but I'm like, no, I don't like movies, I want to watch TV shows. I think I'd see it as a really thoughtful thing if you took the time and took like a movie that you loved and that you knew I would like, and divided it up, showed it to me as a TV series, and so that I could watch it and enjoy it more. And also, I think a key point that we're missing is that afterwards, when he's like, hey, how you like it? And she's like, oh my god, I loved it. It was great. It wasn't like she was like, yeah, it was kind of like shitty. It felt like a movie, you know? She was into it, and then he's like, it's actually a movie, and then she was pissed. What's her issue with movies?
That's where I feel like maybe she just like got embarrassed.
So we have an update here. And it says,
okay.
We talked over lunch break. I apologize to her again for tricking her and that I didn't mean to upset her. I just wanted to share this movie I love. She said she felt belittled and like I made fun of her. She apologized for overreacting as she realized it came from a place of care and good intentions, even if they were selfish. Were they selfish?
I don't think so.
I think it was very selfless.
I think this man did something that he thought his girlfriend would enjoy, and she did enjoy.
Yeah.
She wants more communication in future, though. Sure.
I can totally see where it's like, oh, I didn't like the fact that you lied to me about it. But honestly, she kind of needs to just grow up and like watch. I definitely am someone, I think I prefer TV shows to movies. I love that you can just do an like, you know, it feels more seamless. I watch them more often. She just kind of needs to like suck it up and watch a movie.
Well, she didn't lose trust in me. We're gonna watch Looper tonight.
Oh, that's a happy ending!
Nice.
And like, did he have to cut it up into an episode? Like, did he have to edit it for her?
I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, and this is funny. We're gonna watch Looper tonight. The implication, of course, is that she was like, I'll watch the time travel sci-fi movie because I really did like that. But in the back of my brain, I'm really hoping he's like, I'm about to cut this shit up and feed it to her again. Running the same scheme, baby.
The Ponzi scheme. I kind of think no assholes here.
Yeah.
I think he's definitely not the asshole. I can say that.
No assholes here. Yeah.
I don't think she's an asshole. I think she probably like got embarrassed.
Right. I also think so. I don't think she's an asshole. I think how he said sorry for not telling her, I think she should have said sorry to him too. She did. Oh, okay.
She said sorry for overreacting.
Okay, yes, that's good. Because I think at the end of the day, that was a really sweet thing he did for his girlfriend. And also, I'm glad that she is becoming someone who has the ability to watch a movie, which I didn't think was like really hard for people to do, but I guess so.
Hey, don't hate on that. I don't think I was able to go into a movie theater till I was like 10 years old. I was too spooked.
Like half the time when I went to the movies as a child, I would throw up.
The excitement? Or like motion sickness?
Like actually it was like a thing in my family because
did you have to wear a diaper?
Protection. I had to wear protection. No, but this is you can keep this in or cut this out. I don't care. Basically, my family's old New Year's Eve tradition was we'd go into a double feature, so we'd pay for one movie ticket and then go see a second one.
You're crazy.
And for like 10 years running, every single New Year's Eve, one of my brothers and I would puke in the movie theater.
Did you alternate on like whose turn it was? Or?
Yeah! I think it was never like the same person 2 years in a row, but we would all puke.
And then you kept going?
We kept doing it. Yeah, we'd all just
Would you
bomb.
just like feel it coming over you? Like what was it? Like
I have no idea. It was like every New Year's Eve.
New Year, new vom?
We'd go to a double feature, and then we would bomb in the theater, and then
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Now we bomb on New Year's, but for a different way.
Yep.
It do be true out here, though.
It do be true.
All right.
I'm looking at you, Jack.
No assholes here.
No assholes.
No assholes here.
Case closed.
Excellent. Oh boy, she's a long one. Okay, this is Am I the Asshole for reporting an employee giving away free items? 4 days ago.
Ooh.
Hold on, can I get just a drink of water first?
Yeah.
And then
Wet the old whistle.
I have to, yeah, and then I'm gonna wet the bed. I need to wear adult diapers.
You just did a visual gag on an audio-only podcast.
You did.
Shit.
You really did.
Don't talk to me. Wait, do talk to me. That's the point of the show.
I was gonna say, if I don't talk to you, no one can see what's going on, or no one can see it anyways. Oh god. Am I the asshole for reporting an employee giving away free items? Posted 4 days ago. This happened at my local grocery last Wednesday. I was in the express lane checkout with less than 5 items, the most expensive item being a glass jar.
Wait. She's reporting an employee. She doesn't work there?
No.
Okay.
This
It
is a
seems
layman.
like it.
Great start.
The most expensive item being a glass jar of organic nut butter, approximately $8.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm rung through pretty fast, but the total bounce seems off, so I take a sec to skim my receipt after the cashier waves me away. Turns out I wasn't charged for the organic nut butter. Take a shot every time it says organic nut butter. I stayed near the till, and when the customer after me left, I informed the cashier of their error and offered to pay for the jar. But they kind of half laughed and said, "Guess it's your lucky day." I was taken aback and once again reiterated that I didn't want to be caught stealing. The cashier said that there were no sensors on the jars of peanut butter, so I should be good to go. They seemed pretty impatient, and I noticed the line was growing again, so I gave them a weird look and started to leave. As I was leaving, I had to go to the customer service desk to see if I left a pair of sunglasses behind me on Tuesday. While I was waiting for them to go through the box of lost and found items, I saw the same cashier go through more customers in the checkout one, lazily scanning their items and seeming to miss half of them. Some customers looked like they were going to say something, but most of them kept quiet or pretended they saw nothing.
I don't think you can make that call
No.
just from a distance.
I
it looks
also-
like you didn't scan that.
I also agree. Or here's the thing, maybe this person thought that's what they saw, but they're looking for that. There's some bias in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Source dude, just trust me.
Finally, one guy asked if the cashier somehow missed the big container of baby formula on the conveyor belt. Baby formula, that's a hot topic anyways.
It's true.
loud
$8 nut butter? Confirmed it's probably San Francisco.
Confirmed it's absolutely California and this is Whole Foods.
Yes.
Finally, one guy asked if the cashier somehow missed the big container of baby formula on the conveyor belt. Loud enough for me to hear from the service desk. I watched as the cashier pointed his scanner at the general direction of the formula container, but it didn't beep or anything, so I don't think he actually scanned. The customer then kind of laughed and said, "I'm not trying to get tackled over a can of damn formula," and the cashier replied, "Don't worry, security only comes in on the weekends." The customer said, "Thanks a lot, man," and left quickly. When the staff member was done going through lost and found, no sunglasses, sadly, I was really worried. I've been worried about their sunglasses this whole time. I informed her that another employee was actively giving away products for free and should be dealt with. I also mentioned my jar of nut butter and paid for it then and there. The staff member then went over to the cashier and spoke quietly so I couldn't hear, but I saw them leave the till pretty quickly. I told my friend about what happened after I got home, and they said I should have just kept my mouth shut and minded my business, because now I cost a kid his summer job when he was just trying to do me a favor. I personally do not accept handouts, and for the sake of fairness, I don't think grocery store cashiers should be giving them out.
Ayn Rand reader spotted.
But am I the asshole? Let's go, boys.
So this is an interesting one.
It's an interesting one.
I don't know who the crusader of the Whole Foods industrial complex is out here that she's like, I gotta defend the corporate interests of this grocery store chain.
I like how it's just canon that this is Whole Foods.
It
is.
Where else are you getting an $8 jar of peanut butter?
To be fair, $8 jar of peanut butter is like organic nut butter.
Yeah, we don't know the nut.
It's true, it probably...
It could be almond, it could even be like cashew or hazelnut.
This is a guaranteed hazelnut situation.
It could also be pistachio butter, in which case we're all fucked, and that's like a steal. Anyways.
I think I care more if it's a small business.
Yeah.
I also, if this is one of the sort of cute little like health shops that you kind of see on the street that
it's
like,
a mom and pop organic nut butter emporium.
It honestly, that's like my dream. Like, if people ask your dream vacation, it's to go to a mom and pop organic nut butter emporium.
It's run by Grandma Nut.
It's run by Grandma Nut!
Nut!
Grandma Nut!
Okay, so Grandma Nut's getting getting ripped off, I'm mad. The fact that there's a customer service desk to me indicates that we're in like Walmart territory, and then I don't give a shit.
Again,
I should have just said nothing.
It feels Whole Foods, it feels Safeway, it feels, you know,
Trader Joe's.
Grandma Nut probably doesn't have a customer service one, and also if she does, it's definitely run by Plumpy. I'm just saying. This seems like it's like a big business sort of thing. There's cashiers, conveyor belt.
I think info is important here. Check the comments. See if there's anything about if we can get a little info on the store.
Also, I don't accept handouts.
Yeah.
I don't accept, it's big Ron Swanson energy, but like Ron Swanson if he was a Karen.
Right. And Ron Swanson, I think, would never be buying organic nut butter.
Exactly.
In the first place, yeah.
Ron Swanson would, if he
They don't
wanted
sell
nut
that at
butter,
food
which
stuff.
first of all he wouldn't, he would grow his own peanuts.
Yeah. He might eat peanut butter.
And
I don't know.
grind them with his hand.
Actually, there's no meat in peanut butter.
No, of course he wouldn't eat peanut butter.
Doesn't make any sense.
I'm just trying to see if there's any comment. Whoa! Yes, the asshole. People like you should be deported into a separate country so you can annoy each other.
It's a little extreme, but I don't 100% disagree. It does sound like the comment section is assuming that this is a
one.
large chain store.
I agree. As a former grocery cashier, that's why I only did it for certain people. You can just tell who will make it a problem versus the ones that not go say anything. That was a very confusing sentence. Yes, the asshole. Also, I doubt that the cashier was just half scanning everyone's items. You get pissy over one item and now he sir skips a lot. Organic nut butter, laughing crying emoji. And then
Sir skips a
Sir
lot.
skips a
Sir
lot,
skips
baby.
a lot.
Yeah.
This one, of course it was something like organic nut butter. OP sure sounds like a jar of organic nut butter.
I don't know what that even means.
I don't know what
Honestly,
I don't know what it even means either.
destroyed.
But it kind of sounds like an insult to Grandma Nut, and I'm not okay with it. Someone said, info, how did the employee giving away free stuff negatively impact you? Our original poster said, I feel like if someone else has seen, they would tell other customers and they would all line up to get free stuff, thus causing a jam and everyone wondering why they're going to that line. I prevented that.
Bull-
No.
Bullshit.
No.
I prevented
That comment has made me think, yes, the asshole. That comment alone. I was honestly like, I don't know, like, yeah, if this person's doing it, like, a lot, like, they probably shouldn't be doing that. Was it your place to say? No, not really. It doesn't affect you and stuff. If this is their reasoning, absolutely not.
That reasoning makes me question the second part of the story where another guy gets a free thing and then offers to pay for it. Because now I think this person is just inventing their own headcanon where they're like the superhero of the supermarket.
Yeah, where they're like, oh, it's gonna create a jam and everyone's gonna be lining up at one cash register.
Yeah.
That's like not how it works.
He also didn't answer the question. They're like, how did it negatively impact your life? And he's like, there would have been a jam. And it's like, that's not...
Well, to be fair, they were buying peanut butter, so jam actually would have helped them.
Oh! You've been jammed!
That is right, I did it. Number 5. Are you kidding? Who do you think you are? I am.
What? Okay.
Verdict.
Wait, hold on. Something I really hate about just this info comment is that's causing jam and everyone wondering why they're going to that line. I prevented that. There's no punctuation after that sentence. It's the pride that they're saying that way. Like, they did that. They saved the average man from having to wait in a longer line at the grocery store. They saved Whole Foods California, which is owned by Amazon, money for that $8 jar of nut butter that they paid for. You know?
I think it's now canon that this is Whole Foods, which means, I think, good point, it is owned by our man's Jeffrey Bezos.
It's straight up Amazon. And don't get me wrong, I love Whole Foods. I will go into Whole Foods and happily spend a day perusing the aisles.
More like whole paycheck.
I will
right?
never... If Whole Foods accidentally didn't scan one of my items, if I was checking out, I'd be like, fuck, let's go.
I just saved $45 not having to, scan this protein bar.
Yeah, it's just a singular...
Yeah.
This
One-
bag of spinach.
One knockoff Whole Foods brand M&M.
I used to go, if I had a bad day in high school, I used to stop by Whole Foods on the way home. I wouldn't get anything, I would just wander. And that says a lot about who I am as a person. Anyways, it's the entitlement that they say, I prevented that. It's like you can just hear that like they're very proud of themselves. They are the superhero of the supermarket.
No, and this is a very and then everyone clapped kind of story.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And
Okay.
that cashier's name? Albert Einstein. All right, I think we're ready to present our
I
verdict.
think so.
You're the asshole.
Asshole.
You're the asshole.
Case closed.
Goodbye.
Wait, do I say case closed and then bang, or do I bang and then say it doesn't matter?
You can figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Troubleshoot it.
Oh, this is a house rules one. That's always good.
Oh, ended on a high note.
Yeah.
Excellent. Am I the asshole for not respecting my mom's house rules while I'm staying with her? Posted by a throwaway account. God, I sound like John Ralphio now whenever I say things. I can't. The worst. She's the worst.
She's the worst person ever.
She's literally the worst. I hate her. She's a skank.
This is a Parks and Rec podcast now?
Honestly, I'm down for it. I want to talk about birds.
Pods and Rec?
Pods and recreation.
Pods and recreation. I'm done.
That could also be our bean podcast.
I love it. Anyways.
2 beans in a park?
So I, 21 male, I'm about to be a junior in college. I stay in on-campus housing but go home during the summer. I do visit my mom for really short periods throughout the year, but mostly for summer times and long breaks I'd stay with my dad. Recently though, my dad passed away, so this is summer I'm staying with my mom and
F's in chat, please.
Recently though, my dad passed away, so this summer I'm staying with my mom and my 2 little sisters, 13 and 15. I love my mom, but the problem with staying with her is
I love my mom, but
the problem with staying with her is that she gets butthurt when I don't spend enough time with her. Wow.
She gets butthurt when I don't spend enough time with her?
This man is on Maine just hating his mom a little bit.
That's
butthurt when I don't spend enough time with her or if I do anything she doesn't like. I've been home for about 2 weeks and have some friends who still live in town, so I've been catching up with them, but my mom always wants to know who I'm with and what's going on. She's not a Christian or anything, but she doesn't agree with drinking, marijuana use, or anything, even though I'm 21 and it's legal in my state. It's legal in all states when you're 21.
Not the weed.
Well, not the weed, yes.
The drinking, yeah.
Also, what does being Christian have to...
She's not Christian or anything.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not a Christian thing.
Before you guys make your judgments, she's
like,
not a Christian.
We straight up drink wine in church.
Right.
Like, okay, anyways. She's already told me she doesn't want me to be getting drunk, high, partying, or doing anything like that while I'm staying with her. The last few nights I've been coming home kind of late and she waits up for me just to confront me about it. If I come home high, or if she can smell it on me, she gets all upset and says that I'm not abiding by her house rules. She woke me up this morning and said we need to get some ground rules since I can't listen them the first time apparently. She said she's not okay with me staying out as long as I do and just doing whatever I want. She said I'm a bad influence to my sisters, and I told her that that's totally fine, but the thing is I don't do any of that stuff at home. I do it at a friend's house or something. I don't bring any of that stuff around, and I only come home sober now. She said her point was that she didn't want me to do it at all, and that when I was staying with her, I had to abide by her house rules because it's bad for my sisters to be exposed to that. I don't feel like I'm super noisy when I come home at night, and it's not like I'm doing anything in front of them, so I really don't see the problem. I'm an adult with my own money, but my mom seems to think that I'm being disrespectful. I just don't see how she should be able to control my actions when I'm not around. Am I the asshole about this situation?
So, normally I am not a my house, my rules kind of person. I don't like his attitude.
I also don't like his attitude.
I also don't like his attitude.
But is that enough?
However,
the plaintiff's attitude isn't enough to pass a verdict.
I do agree. It sounds like he's saying, yep, I get it. You don't want me doing this house. You don't want me doing it in front of my sisters, so I'm not.
Yes.
He is very much like, so I'm doing it elsewhere. If this dude were like getting wasted each night in front of his younger sisters, absolutely, the mom has every right to be like, yo, you're not doing this in my house.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think the compromise of I'm gonna come home sober and not reeking of weed or liquor, I think that's fine.
Info, what time are you getting home as well? Because if your mom's staying up to make sure you're safe and you're coming home at like 3 every day, that's a little rough.
You're kind of a
That's
dick.
a little rough. I will say though, this man's...
He's 21.
He's 21. He lives in college.
He's a legal adult.
He's an adult. She has to kind of trust him,
yeah.
You know, to an extent. He's living away. He's doing these things when he's at
Just stick
college.
an AirTag on him.
It seems like a really responsible thing that he's like, yeah, I'm not doing this at home. I'm waiting till I'm sober to come home. I get that the mom is very, I don't know.
I want to take a look at the comments here.
Yeah,
I think we should get some jury opinions.
Also, I feel like all this is gonna do is make him sneak. Like, I don't think it's gonna stop. I think he'll be, like, less safe about it.
Yeah.
Like, you're going home to your family home and you're sleeping in your own bed.
I don't know. It's the thing about alcohol culture in the US versus the UK. Because it's a younger drinking age here, it's not as, like, restricted. I find that the alcohol culture is way safer. It's way less, it's not this thing that's bad and scary and you can't have it and like you're not old enough, you can't be doing this stuff. It's just going to make him want to do it more when Or do it in an unsafe way where he's like, oh, like my mom's gonna be pissed at me. I guess I'm just gonna like drive
She's
home
gonna
or
be
something.
butthurt, actually.
She's going to be butthurt. Honestly, I do think this man's attitude about his mom, I'm like, shut up.
That's where he lost me when he's like, oh, my mom's gonna be butthurt if I don't spend time with her.
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
Do you want to read the edit or
Yeah.
the comments?
Oh, the edit was just, honestly, it wasn't much information. I want to clarify that I am being discreet. At first I wasn't, but now I am. If I do come home late, it's super quiet and I'd never bring any substance around my little sisters. I don't come home drunk or high anymore, but she doesn't want me doing any of that at all. That's the issue. Even when I'm away from home and nowhere near her.
Terrible edit?
I think,
Provided
I was
no
going to say,
information?
it provided no information. It was just clarifying. I think that that's the gist of the situation, is am I the asshole? Honestly, it sounds like this guy just has some shit to work out with his relationship with his mom. But I think the question of am I the asshole in this specific instance?
I'm leaning no, but I want to hear the comments.
I'm leaning no too.
I feel like no assholes here. Like, the mom's not being an asshole.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
not being an asshole. She just needs to understand that this is a 21-year-old.
Yeah, also, I mean, I don't know what her relationship was like with his dad. I mean, presumably they were split up, but, like, this man died. There might be some shit they gotta, like, work
Yeah.
through.
Oh, I forgot the dad
Like,
died.
she might be just being like, hey, I want you to be safe.
I did forget about the father passed away part and that he used to go to his dad's for the long break.
Because his mom gets butthurt.
Mom,
She can't
because
be going there.
Top comment, sounds like it's time to stop living there. Short visits only and abide by her rules for them. Otherwise, you're an adult and you need to live independently elsewhere.
Like least sane take I've
Yeah,
ever heard in my
and
life.
also
What are you talking? He's
and also-
21 and a college student.
This person said, oh, he doesn't live there. He said he only comes for short visits, but because his father passed, this is why he's staying a bit longer than usual. And then the person's like, he lives there. He's staying the entire summer. This person, because his dad died. His I'm like, he lives there. This person, oh my god, there's so many comments about
God, that is
he
moronic.
lives there. Anyways.
He doesn't live there. He stays there and whatever.
This person, another top comment, says, not the asshole, but it is her house. Stay somewhere else during the summer if you don't want to follow her rules.
What is this? Your house, your rules. That's
And not everyone has the ability to. He says he lives on campus housing. He probably gets kicked out. Probably can't do rent somewhere else.
confirmed. Multiple homeowners spotted in chat. Just live somewhere else, bro. Bro, just live somewhere else.
Dude, he used to, and then his dad literally died. Like,
Yeah.
where is this man supposed to go?
Okay, info. This is a good one. What's quote unquote kinda late? And what is her view of a reasonable quote unquote curfew? OP said she'd probably want me home by like 10 or something, probably before everyone else goes to bed. Late for her is like 12.
10 is way too early.
10 is way too early.
12 is quite reasonable.
I think for a 21-year-old who also is saying, I will sober up before I come home.
Right.
I think that that's a key thing for me is like, I think this person saying, I'm going to sober up before I come home and that's why I may come home later is absolutely the responsible thing to do. She needs to see that. That is showing a good example.
Yeah, because just saying don't drink is unrealistic and harmful. Like, you
And
just
harmful, yeah, it makes it so that, it's seen as like this elusive thing that you can't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it seems like he's come up with a good compromise. She is not into it, but also stop.
To be fair, has he come up with a good compromise if he's unilaterally saying this is what I'm doing to try to satisfy some of your demands but not all of them, and she hasn't agreed to that? It's not really a compromise because there hasn't been a proper discussion about it.
I mean, this is the take of just every person who comes to the internet about things. I'm like, what you really need to do is talk to your mom and sit down and say, I'm 21 years old, I have my own money, this is what my friends and I want to do, and we hang out, and I need this type of social connection. I will not do it around my sisters, I will not come home drunk or high or anything like that. I'm doing this safely. Y'all just need to talk.
Yeah.
Just...
Verdict, have a discussion.
Is it an everyone sucks here or a no assholes here?
Most people in the comments that I'm seeing are...
What is the judgment from Reddit?
Judgment from Reddit is, interesting. 49% yes, the asshole. 37% not the asshole. 5% no assholes here. 4% everyone sucks here. I think I'm more in like the no assholes here territory. I get where you're coming from, but I also get where your mom's coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, both of you have solid points, and you shouldn't just do it one person's way or the other person's way, but you do gotta
you gotta compromise.
You
'cause
do
you're
kind of have
adults.
to meet in the middle because, yes, you are staying in her house, presumably free without paying rent. Like, it is, there are younger children there. But also, he's 21, he's an adult, he's not doing anything illegal, and it seems like he's trying to do it safely. So, I think it just is like a no assholes.
She's not Christian, though.
She's
Keep that
not
in mind.
Christian.
Keep that in mind.
And thank God for that.
The only alcohol we consume is the blood of Christ.
All right, verdict then.
Yeah.
No assholes here?
No assholes.
I'm thinking no assholes, yeah.
Case closed.
That
That's
calls
about
it.
our time here.
Thank you for listening to What the F Am I Talking About? Or are you talking about? But also, what the F are we talking about? I don't know. What's the name of our podcast? The worst. Mormon time? You were waiting for that, weren't you? Gabby was leaned in here, waiting to do her. I can't even. Okay, now this feels way too much like ASMR, and I'm uncomfortable.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
we need to